Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rodney Stokes here. And look, this is kind of an off the cuff thing that just kind of popped up in my head. Look, I just want to show you my old company. You can see Mindless Marketing, where marketing is made simple. At the end of the day, I think that a lot of people overcomplicate making money online. So in this video, I don't know how long I'm going to go. I don't know how detailed I'm going to get, but I just want to kind of talk about my process. For those of you who listen to my podcast at prospectorpodcast.com, you know that my primary goal last year was to create a brand new business and get it to six figures within the first year. And I actually accomplished that within the first 9 months, right? And that company was dedicated and still is dedicated to my grandmother. It's her name spelled backwards. And so it really meant a lot to me. And also it kind of like, it was one of those things where I can see if I can apply the knowledge that I knew, right? And if it will work, I kind of put myself to the test, right? So I've had multiple companies. I have a traffic company where I sell solo ad traffic. I have the software company, and I also had kind of a coaching company where Mindless Marketing came in, list building and teaching the whole traffic thing. So really coaching. But the one thing that I realized about online businesses is that they're all basically structured the same. The framework is always the same. Pretty much, you want to know who you're going to help. That's how I always start off with, and I'm just going to use my most recent example, which was last year, creating and growing this company. So the first thing I had to think on was, who do I actually want to help? And I kind of, I thought back on all of the different types of leads and prospects that I've dealt with in, the past years where I did network marketing, like I said, traffic, and even customers, the type of people that I wouldn't mind conversating with on a daily basis. And what I came up with were kind of network marketers, but the professional ones, the people who really, they don't mind spending the money. They already bought in, the belief system is there. And they were professional with it. They're business people, those type of people. And then also people who are in the business opportunity space. Again, they kind of knew what they were doing. They were advanced. They already knew about funnels, capture pages. And I just stepped in and said, hey, I'll sell you traffic, or I'll give you a tool that's going to help that process. But I kind of fine-tuned and I broke it down to, the business opportunity, network marketing space. And once I had that, then I had to think, what result do I want to give them? And so that's always been the same for me. I've always been a guy who helps people or teaches people how to generate leads. All of the different cutting edge, organic, different tricks. I always try to stay on top of that since I came online in 2011. And so that was an easy one. I realized, okay, I'm always going to get paid. If I can show people, if I can bring consistent leads and customers to people, I'll never run out of a client, right? But I wanted to do it in a different way because I was already doing the email marketing thing. So then I thought of the software thing. So once I thought, okay, I want to help people get leads and traffic, and I want to kind of create the process. I want to create softwares for them. Then all I had to do was think, who's already out there serving this demographic with this type of concept? And I made a list of probably like 5 to 8 different competitors. I looked at exactly how they were serving the people, how they were communicating, how they were branding themselves. And then most importantly, I looked at their product. I looked at exactly what it helped people accomplish. I looked for any shortcomings where I can, kind of do that better. I can tweak that and I can increase that. And so I made an even shorter list. So I found people who were serving my demographic. They were helping them get the same type of results that I wanted to help them with, and they had a software. And so from there, all I did was I started creating my software. I said, okay, this is the framework. This is the baseline I'm dealing with, that I'm starting with. And from here, I'm going to make every single thing they have better or obsolete. Better or obsolete. So the small amount, maybe 2-3 competitors that I had in the space, that were doing Facebook automation tools, each feature that I had, I either beat them or I made their thing obsolete. Like, you no longer need to do that because you have this tool or you have this feature. And so once I did that, the next thing I did was I turned around and I targeted their customers. And the way you target their customers is inside of the Facebook groups, on their Facebook business page, people who comment on their YouTube channel, you know, just all, and even people who create the YouTube videos, the influencers that know what they're doing, they have a following, they create content, they publish on a consistent basis. You can even reach out to them and say, hey, I have a better product, and I want to actually give you free access for 30 days or for 2 weeks. So you can kind of review it. And if you feel that it lives up to, you know, what I say it does, or you feel it's better than what you currently have, would you mind shouting it out? You know, you can reach out to people and say, do you grow your email list, right? And if so, I have a product that I believe that you would like to stand behind, and how much to send out to your network, how much to send out an email promoting my stuff. So there's always different ways that you can do it, but it revolves around who you want to serve, what result you want to give them, and who's already doing that. And so once you step in that place right there, like I said, then you turn around and target their people, their network, everything that they have built, and you put your offer in front of their people. Those are your first customers, right? Because if someone came along, no matter what product you own, something that you consistently pay on, if somebody came around and said, my thing is better because it has 5 extra features this thing doesn't have or whatever, and it's the same price, it's common sense. A person would really have to be loyal to stay, you know, paying the same price for less, or some cases they would charge you more. Some of the different competitors I've seen. So it's not rocket science. People are going to jump ship. And like I said, those are your first customers. You treat them great because they're the people that's going to help you kind of iron out the kinks. Because I don't care what software you create, I don't care what product you create or whatever, is always going to have something missing. And you got to listen to your people, listen to your customers, because they're going to have you tell you how to fine tune it, right? And so they're going to benefit, and you're benefiting from the feedback. So that's exactly how I did it with my software company. The first round of people, you know, they really helped me take Social Prospector Pro to what it is as far as features and how it works. So I appreciate that feedback, and I blessed them where I grandfathered them in. I locked in their price for life. So no matter what price Social Prospector Pro is down the road, whether I add 20 more features to it and I double the price it is now, they'll still be locked in at their initial price, you know, as a reward for those people helping me. And then that's it. Really, you tweak, you listen to the feedback, you make the improvements, and you just focus on making a better product. And in my situation, my whole goal is to create a suite of products, not only products that I just know that are going to sell, but products that I actually need and I use. That's always been my formula. So when people ask me, how did you get started creating different products and tools? It's because I needed it. And either I couldn't afford a competitor's, you know, on an ongoing basis or whatever. So I said, well, it might be cheaper to create one for myself, or I didn't see what I liked in theirs, or it didn't exist. So these are things that I created out of necessity. And then the fact that I knew that I needed it, I then turned around and I packaged it up and said, I know, you know, everyone else in this space could use this. And that's how I turned it into a product. But all of my products, every single one of my product has started off as a necessity. It fulfilled a need that I needed at that time, or you know, an ongoing need. Okay, so I hope you got some value from it. This is a brand new YouTube channel, and you can probably see that. But I'm really going to be looking, once I start to get, you know, new subscribers, I'm going to be looking at the comments, any feedback. It doesn't matter what it is, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. I'm going to take some of that feedback and I'm going to be creating new content. So if you're brand new to the channel, welcome. I appreciate you stopping by and connecting, and feel free to leave any comments, and you can look for brand new content in the future. All right. I'll see you next time.